Hi guys, welcome back to Liming with Courtney. This is gonna be my quick review on the Love is Blind reunion. I know I didn't post any videos this time around on about each episode. I watched them all, but for some reason I just didn't feel inclined to do the videos. I guess I might have been a little bit disappointed with the season, even though it brought a lot of drama, but the love wasn't there, so maybe that's where my disappointment came from. Anyhow, if you haven't watched the reunion, I'm sorry, I'm gonna be like giving some spoilers, so probably need to pause this video and watch that reunion and get right back to this video. All right, but for those of you who have watched it, stay tuned. All right, so we all know that this reunion was supposed to be live. For some reason, there were technical difficulties, technical issues. It seems like too many persons might have signed in to watch the event. I'm not surprised by that because Love is Blind is an insanely popular, streaming show, right? From the inception, it has been very popular. Anyway, we see Nick Lachey and Vanessa Lachey, who have been the hosts since day one. They're there sitting in the middle while you have the couples surrounding them, and Paul is on one side while Michael and Marshall, who aren't coupled up, are on the other side. What I noticed right away was the attire, specifically Paul's attire. I think he dressed like, just those guys in the bands, which is cute for like a band if you're performing on stage, but not for a sit-down interview where you claim that you went on this platform to seriously find love. Michael stood out to me right away because I thought she looked really different, and different in a strange way. I don't know if she had on like a foundation that made her face look a little bit more bronze. The hue of her hair was different as well. I don't know if she was trying to distinguish her look from Paul's mom, because a lot of people made comparisons between them to say that they looked very much alike. So maybe she said, for the reunion, I'm going to make sure that I look different. Then there was Marshall. I found it interesting that he chose that color. It was basically all the same hue or the same shade of beige, except his shoes were brown, and he kind of just blended in, like it was a monochrome look from head to toe. I was wondering why he made that choice in terms of attire, but maybe he wanted a neutral color because it symbolizes how he felt throughout the season. Neutral, I don't know. Maybe I'm thinking about it too deeply. Then there was Brett in the sneakers and the pants. Apparently they had to tailor Brett's pants before they could actually start, and he had on this tuxedo jacket. For me, I didn't like Brett's look. I think Brett is a very attractive gentleman, but I didn't like the look that he pulled together for me. I understand a lot of people might like sneakers, but I just didn't like the look. I'm sorry. I didn't really see what was so fancy about those pants that required so much focus to be placed on them. If they pulled out right before the show started, he could have put on any regular slacks and look the same to me. Tiffany was in a white dress. I love the piece of fabric that just effortlessly fell from the dress. I liked her hair and makeup. I prefer when Tiffany wears her hair in its natural state with the curly hair. I know my hair is natural, so you might say I'm a little bit biased with that, but I love to see her hair in the curly state because it's so full and luscious and beautiful. And it seems like she darkened her hair a bit. It's not as blonde as it usually is. Then there was Kwame. Kwame was looking nice. Like, I don't know, like I'm not a fan of Kwame as overall, but I thought at the reunion he was looking good. Honestly, I thought so. With Barbie, I mean Chelsea, she was in her usual pink or shade of pink. I mean, what I know, what for me, again, I know this is my review and I keep saying for me, but I just have to make this part very clear that this is my personal view. It annoys me when I see the pink on Chelsea's nails, that they don't match the dress that she has on. I know it seems as if she likes a particular shade of pink on her nails, and I would hope that she would try and take wear a more neutral color on her fingernails, like a baby pink or a ballet pink, ballet slippers, whatever that Essie color is, something that's a shade, well, several shades lighter, so that when she's wearing the fuchsia or the peach or magenta, which not really a kind of pink, but whatever, at least her nails wouldn't be a complete contrast to the color attire that she's wearing. I wasn't a fan of her dress, but that's just me. Then there's Bliss and Zach. Zach is always in a suit, so there's not much to say there. He's always in a suit. Bliss looked a little differently from how she looked during the season. But she still looked nice. I liked her look. And I guess that's it until Irina joined them. She had on, I thought Irina looked good. I liked her dress. I liked her entire look. Actually, Irina was the best dressed female. Do not come for me. Don't come for me. But Irina was the best dressed female to me. Okay. All right, anyway, that's the fashion. Oh, in terms of Nick and Vanessa, Nick looked like he had a little business meeting and then said, let me pop by the reunion. With Vanessa, I love the shoes. I love those red bottoms. Those were lovely. Her dress was nice. I just didn't like her eye makeup. The red or burnt orange or whatever they put above her eyes. I thought that aged her. That's just my thought. And I wish that they had given her a much more youthful look. All right, so in terms of the discussions, for those of you who have watched it, I don't need to say every single thing that happened. I'm just gonna make my general comments. Everyone, I think, is on the same page that there were lots of questions that Vanessa and Nick should have asked that they did not. I don't like that Vanessa is getting majority of the flack though, because both of them were on that platform and Nick sat there like not really saying much. I do agree that Vanessa was the one who was speaking more, so therefore she really seized off the opportunity and therefore should have used it to ask those well-needed questions. I agree with that, but both of them should be held accountable for that reunion. And I know that there are producers who will tell them particular topics to raise, but I still think that they both had the latitude to inquire about certain things. And obviously social media influences the reunions a lot, so why not address a lot of the issues that have been mentioned on social media? I just understand that's just a natural progression of what the reunion should have been. But anyway, Brett and Tiffany, the golden couple. I thought for sure that we were gonna get a lot more discussion between Vanessa and Tiffany and Vanessa and Brett. It just seemed like Brett and Tiffany's love story was glossed over. Brett and Tiffany, they are, I think, the oldest couple on this season, and I would have loved for Vanessa and Nick to explore that, to say, okay, as persons in your mid-30s, why did you decide to come on this platform where mostly persons in their 20s usually go on? Were you intimidated by that? Just something along that line, because I'm in my 30s. I'm in my mid-30s. It still shocks me. It still shocks me. Anyway, and I would have loved if they had that discussion, because sometimes when you're in your mid-30s, people act like you should be thrown to the side. You can't embark on new experiences. And I love that Tiffany didn't give up on love, and she said, okay, this was a good platform and I'm going to participate in it. And there she found love, and she found a good love at that. But they didn't talk about anything like that. And then the whole, oh, we have some never before seen footage of you, and then it ended up being Tiffany sleeping. Like, the jokes are obviously writing themselves, because nobody could really sit down and think that was gonna be funny. Sorry, nobody could have thought that. Yeah, Brett also detailed that he doesn't live where Tiffany lived or lived at the time, and so he used to have to travel for 3 hours. Some might say, okay, why did he mention that it was 3 hours, like it was a burden to him? I don't see it in that way. I just see it as he was just explaining that this relationship meant a lot to him, and so he made sure to take the time to go and see her. Tiffany now lives where he lives, and that is something that I thought Vanessa and Nick were gonna ask about. Like, yo, Tiffany, since you had to relocate, how you feel about that? Like, you were well established in your career. Did you have to change jobs? Like, were you upset that you had to make this move, or you just saw it as something that was important for the sake of your relationship? Like, come on! Like, these are grown people. This is a marriage we're talking about. Like, you want to talk about those sacrifices that couples have to make all the time, where one has to relocate. And it was the same thing with Kwame and Chelsea during the season, when Kwame spoke about having to make so much compromise in the relationship, and he felt like Chelsea wasn't making any. Why not jump on that? That's how you segue from Britt and Tiffany relocation to Kwame and Chelsea, or I should say Alex and Chelsea, whatever name you want to go by today. But they never do that. They never do that. But anyway. So yeah, I was disappointed, by Tiffany and Brett's segment. A lot more could have been explored, but I'm team Brett and Tiffany. I'm really hoping for the best for the two of them. For most of the reunion, to me, Tiffany seemed very, very like in a solemn state. I don't know if there were things that might have happened behind the scenes, where at first she was excited, and then once she saw where the reunion was going, she tapped out mentally. That might have been the case. I love when they showed their home, and she was like, okay, let's pop the champagne, and she seemed more excited in that video than she did on the reunion. So I think it's really something that might have happened, or just the environment that really didn't cause her to be excited, and she's grown, so she didn't need to pretend. Anyway, Chelsea finally got to meet Kwame's mama. We don't know if the meeting was at the studio, at the Netflix studio, or it was at their home, Kwame and Chelsea's home in the US, or was it in Ghana? We don't know. Nobody not tell us. We just know so they meet, right? But anyway, Chelsea said she tear up because Kwame's niece said that at the Thanksgiving dinner that she was so thankful for her auntie Chelsea, which was cute though. That was cute. Kwame put the rumors to rest about his sister by just simply saying she's my sister. I guess that's how you put rumors to rest. I thought they were gonna like do a feed with Kwame's sister to say, yo, you hear what these people saying about you, that you ain't his sister, girl? What you saying about that? I thought something like that would have happened, but wishful thinking, right? But Kwame and Chelsea still going strong. It seems so. I'm a little hesitant about them, because during the season, Kwame never looked like him did like Chelsea, much less love her. And yes, Chelsea and Kwame claim that, oh, you only see such a small portion of what really happened. They didn't really showcase our love blossoming. Yeah, but Kwame, even if that's the case, Netflix never create the things that you were saying to Miss Micah by the pool, or the excitement you showed in your face, or the way you bawled over Micah when she broke up with you. Netflix never create that. Kwame, that was all you, boo. That was all you. So, I don't understand what you're talking about, that we didn't get to see how much their love blossom. Alright, the little photo shoot. Why have I never seen the love blossoming there? Because you got a good segment with that photo shoot. I don't know. That's just me, I guess. Alright, then Bliss and Zach. Well, Zach say, yo, I'm good with Bliss daddy now. And Bliss is like, my daddy's gonna be paying for our honeymoon, so I guess they're gonna take a real honeymoon this time. I'm wondering, like, yo, Netflix, y'all can't run some check like all of them. Since the 3 couples that made it, they are already vacationing together. I thought that like Netflix would have jumped in on that and be like, Love is Blind after the altar, the honeymoon. Okay, no, if you create a show like that, like Run Me My Check, okay, because I just gave you that idea. Showcase the 3 couples. They're already vacationing together, Netflix, so pay for them honeymoon, you know? Give them first month's rent or mortgage to help them start them little life. I don't know, do something. But anyway, Bliss's daddy is paying for the honeymoon. It's like, okay, you've come a far way. You've come a far way, Bliss daddy. I'm still conflicted. I'm happy that Bliss has seemingly found love, but at the same time, I believe that she deserved more than being a second option. And there's a little part of me also that feels sorry for Zach when he said that, you know, he was so nervous about it. Was just, I hope you dance something with the mountain and you have to walk towards it or climb the mountain or bring the mountain to Muhammad. I don't remember what I'm saying about the mountain, but something with the mountain. And that is symbolic of his and Bliss's relationship. And I'm glad to say him climb the mountain now because him and Bliss married. And he was afraid to climb it before. And that's why he chose Irina. I mean, okay. He's a talker by profession. He's a talker. So I guess that's a good closing argument. Yeah. Then Michael got a little bit dragged, but it seems like there wasn't much to drag her over because she and Chelsea did already have them own like a meeting, and we saw that in the never before seen footage where Michael apologized to Chelsea. So I guess if somebody apologized and said I'm going to do better, what more is there to say? And I guess Chelsea said, listen, we already handled this, so we don't have to say anything more about it to each other. Paul got say how him not see Michael being a mother. I can't say I disagree with Paul. His delivery may have been wrong, but Michael wasn't really that nice. Y'all don't remember how Michael was there laughing after Paul in the beginning, and she all changed him attire because she was like, yo, what's that him wearing? I used to chat him with Irina. And let's not forget Shelby, how Shelby was bad mouthing Paul, and that is something that Nick and Vanessa should have talked to Paul about, but they never did that. In fact, there was a part, if my memory serves me correct, that Vanessa was like, oh, we're going to talk about Shelby later. Later never come. Is there a part 2 that may happen, Vanessa, that I don't know about? Because you never do it in part 1 of the reunion. So there must be a part 2 where you're going to bring Shelby out. Because they can't just make Shelby get off the hook like that, because she was a mean girl. I mean, I can understand why she's friends with Michael. Anyway, Michael and Irina don't seem like them on good terms, and nobody never mentioned anything about that. Like, they were sitting beside each other and they didn't interact with each other. In fact, Michael was so mum for majority of the reunion. She even said that she forgot that she was there. Me not blaming Michael because them not really taught the things. Like, Irina is sitting beside you. Like, why not explore the dynamic of your friendship? Know that you guys have watched how you behave during the entire season. Has the friendship strengthened? Or has it broken down? Do you resent each other for the way that you both behaved in the past? What is the friendship like? No question. Nothing. Anyway, Irina come and no, she was there crying. I'm not laughing about her crying, but homegirl was like, I realized that I wasn't nice. I was kind of mean, and I'm sorry about that. Yeah, she apologized, and I know I said earlier that you apologize. What more can you do? But with Irina, kind of different though, because her apology never really seemed sincere. And I love when Zach, can't you call it? When Zach jumped in and was like, "Yo, you came on this for TV." I was like, "Yo, look at who hosting! Look at who hosting!" There was this guy on Married at First Sight. I don't remember his name. Him bald headed. And I remember he used to carry gossip around, like ask certain questions. Zach was like that guy. If you know who I'm talking about, you can leave it in the comments. I can't remember his name. But Zach was like that. He's like, okay, y'all not doing your work, so let me do it for you. You were on this show for clout. I'm surprised he left it at Irina, because one could say that Michael was also on the show for clout, right? Because it seemed like the entire thing was an act for Micah and Irina. Not in terms of them being mean girls, but trying to find true love. That may have been an act. Bliss was like, yo, I'm over it. Irina, you're the past. Zach is my present and my future. So I don't really care. But to find out, say, yo, Irina got message DM Bliss to say, yo, you dodged a bullet. Clearly, something going on in Irina's head that I can't understand. Because if I don't care about somebody, why am I gonna be messaging anybody else who was interested in them to say dodge a bullet? Like, it wouldn't matter to me. And Irina and Bliss weren't friends. It's not like Michael. I could understand if she messaged Michael like, oh my gosh, like, Michael, if you ever believe this, I've had such a horrible time with Zach. You dodge a like bullet, girl. Like, I am so serious. I could have understood that, but I don't understand. Irina messaging Bliss. I don't know. Anyway, Marsha now thought that, yo, my time now. Gonna get to confront Miss Jacqueline, see if she got that ring on her pinky or she got it round her neck on a chain. No, Jacqueline wasn't there, son. Jacqueline wasn't there. Jacqueline and Josh joined via Zoom. Not even Zoom live, like pre-recorded Zoom. I know I have to pay extra for that. Anyway, Josh and Jacqueline, look at they're meant for each other. They are two peas in a pod. Do I think they will last? I don't really care. I don't think they're gonna last, but whatever. Vanessa seems so enamored with them. Like, your love is so beautiful. It's so beautiful. This is what Love is Blind is all about. No, it's not, Vanessa. Vanessa, Love is Blind is not about meeting one person in the pod, getting the person to propose to you, going on the moon with the person, then all of a sudden, you leave the person hanging and then you're going to meet up with Josh at coffee shop. And yeah, Jacqueline might say, oh, y'all don't get the timeline right. I never cheat on Marsha, whatever. But like, girl, take a minute now. Even if you're going to talk to Josh later, like, Bill, like, take a breather. You are just engaged, right? Y'all meet the man, sister, and talking about, oh, he's like the most amazing person, whatever. Like, just Bill, like, just say Josh number 5. I say, yo, I'm all like you in like 2 months, right? And just at least wait till they stop recording. My girl couldn't even wait. She couldn't even wait. She's like, yo, let's meet up right now. Anyway, I don't know why they bother bring on Jacqueline and Josh, because you don't give both sides an opportunity to confront the issues. You don't give Marsha an opportunity to speak directly to them. You don't give them an opportunity to speak directly to Marsha. So anyway, apparently Jacqueline must have issued one apology after the reunion to say how she's sorry about how she treat Marsha. I mean, I know, yeah, something like that. And then now you have some old tweets of Marsha popping up, and allegedly old tweets of Marshall's where I'm talking about his preference for Latinas, and I guess that's why he was like all up in that Latina juice, because he liked the Latinas. So, you know, I mean, I don't know. And him go and Marshall say he wasn't trying to get no ring to go propose to somebody else from the pod, but who cares? Because apparently Josh, so I hear, I don't really know, I wasn't there, but apparently Josh also proposed to somebody else after him and Jacqueline never work out. I don't know. So it's, look here, it's all one big melting pot, you know. Them, they go down to those pods and them just say, look here, it never work out, let me jump and be, yo, it's so them fall in and out of love so much. Wow, must be nice that you can just move on so quickly. Like, no sort of hurt, nothing. I don't know. Anyway, they're just all strange. They're all strange. But it left a lot to be desired, that reunion. And everybody gonna get them 15 minutes of fame now. Will Brett and Tiffany be as popular as Cameron and Lauren? I don't know, you know. normally when you're part of the first season, it's hard to get another couple like them. But what I do appreciate though is that Tiffany and Brett are actually the first black couple, and it would have really been good to see like them comment on that, you know, how they feel about it, because you've had interracial couples, you've had all white couples, and I love this. Oh, by the way, why them bringing Bartiz to ask a question? The same question that Vanessa had already asked at the beginning of the arena. But Bartiz is still their own, like he was still a part of this program, and I don't understand. Like when they say we have a very special, I was like, Bartiz, yeah, I'm baby cute and I'm happy, right? That him have a little baby and you know moving on with his life. But Bartiz though, anyway. So what I want to hear from you. Who would you like to host the next season of Love is Blind? Because it seems as if Nick and Vanessa might be losing their jobs. Yo, you know who would be a good host? They'll just put like a drama. If Jessica Simpson, not from Love is Blind, Jessica Simpson were to come on. If she were to come on, I just to sit beside Nick. Yo, imagine the tea. And she's like, well, I know in a marriage, you have to have a partner who cares about you. And then Nick got drop some word to and go tell him, say, well, no, you know, you guys are married now. You know, to the Love is Blind people, you guys are married now, so don't make the same mistakes. That would be so dramatic. And as an aside though, I know Vanessa wants to encourage the young couples by saying, you know, marriage is hard, you have to work hard. But like to me, she kind of make a dig at Nick all the time, and Nick just sits there like, it's true, Vanessa, it's true. I don't know, maybe I'm different, but that's what I read from it. So you know what that teaches you? Like, don't be watching people's relationships. You don't know what's going on behind closed doors. I know Vanessa said that she and Nick must have been married over 17,000 years. I don't remember, but they're married a long time, and blah blah blah, and they're supposed to be the guru on marriages. I don't know. Everybody's relationship is different, so just try to work out things as best as possible with your partner, and hope for the best in the end of it all. Anyway, so that's it from me. Thank you all for tuning in. I don't know what I'm going to review next. Maybe I need to like just start getting back into my videos. We will see. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, and I guess share this video to like show others the craziness that I've been talking. Thank you. All the best. This has been Liming with Courtney. I don't know. Peace. How you doing? Bye.